For 30 years, only two people have held the office of Hennepin County Attorney, Mike Freeman, and before she was a US Senator Amy Klobuchar. The 2022 race for Hennepin County Attorney was closely watched because of that. In a crowded field, Mary Moriarty easily won victory, but her tenure so far has been controversial. She's been accused of approaching some juvenile cases from the perspective of the defense. She was formerly the chief public defender of Hennepin County, and Mary Moriarty, the Hennepin County Attorney, is kind enough to join us now. Thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you for inviting me to be here.
All right. Let me ask you, you've heard the criticism that you're approaching this from the public defender's role. Do you feel you're approaching this from the public defender's role?
Not at all. I approach this from the perspective of the county attorney. County attorney is a much more complex role than public defender, in that as public defender you're advocating for one person at a time. As county attorney, I have to look at public safety. Part of that is listening to families and victims, but the biggest part of it is to ensure public safety for Hennepin County. And so that means I'm looking at the particular individual involved in a crime and trying to figure out what is the best way to uphold public safety in that particular case.
Right. In some of the cases involving juveniles, the public has been upset because these are violent cases where the juvenile has been perhaps the shooter. Maybe they were asked by an adult to be the shooter, but they are the shooter. And I think for many people, these people cannot be rehabilitated. You know, a 15-year-old who commits a murder. Do you think there is still room for rehabilitation in the juvenile system?
What I think would be helpful is if it wasn't just me saying that. There's plenty of research, there are plenty of experts out there, there's plenty of people that media could talk to about the fact that youth can be rehabilitated no matter what time or what kind of crime they commit. In particular, when you mention a 15-year-old, we have a case that's pending right now where we actually had the opportunity to see that 15-year-old while he was in custody develop from an immature, impulsive boy to a young man who has spent 4.5 years voluntarily addressing the issues that led him to this place. And the change is remarkable. So here's a particular case where a youth has been or is on the road to rehabilitation. The difficulty often in these juvenile cases is that much of the information is private, so it isn't available to the public. But there are plenty of subject matter experts, and think about your own being around children, especially boys. Is there a difference between 15 and 20? Definitely yes. 20
and 24, yes. I think most people would say yes.
Yes.
In terms, though, what the public is seeing is they've seen this spike in dangerous crime, and I think there's a different attitude or view of juvenile crime than there once was, because these kids have such easy access to guns. These crimes end up with serious injuries to innocent people. How do you address that? Because people are scared.
So violent crime is going down. And I know it's the perception.
And that is true. The statistics show violent crime in Minneapolis. It may not feel that way to some people, but it's definitely gone down in the past year. The statistics bear that out.
Yeah, so what we need to do is to look at, and this is one of the things we're actually doing. One of my priorities when I came into the office was to work with law enforcement throughout the county. We are doing that. We meet with them once a week, and we ask them which youth are out there that maybe they can't make a case to bring to us, but they know are at risk. And we are doing some preventive reaching out to those youth and their families, and that's been highly successful.
Okay. In one of the most controversial cases, and I don't want to get into specific names because you're prosecuting them, and this happens often, the juvenile who actually did the shooting, did the crime, was recruited by an adult. How do you approach that?
We look at every individual case, and we look at the role that the individual juvenile played. For instance, the case I was just talking about, where the youth has been in custody for 4.5 years, he actually didn't fire the shot that killed the person. He was there. He fired shots at the tires after the fact. But the case you're talking about, yes, there are adults who prey on juveniles. In this particular case that you're talking about, it was a domestic violence case, and we were aggressively prosecuting the adult without whom none of this would have happened.
And do you take that into account when you look at the juvenile case?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
And then Just quickly, in terms of the overall prosecutorial record, do you feel you've gotten a fair shake from the media? Because I asked you this before we came on. You said no, you don't think so.
Well, what I would hope from media, and just for context, our office has over 1,000 felony cases scheduled for trial this fall. We interact with victims' families all the time. What tends to happen is there might be a handful of people who are upset. Sometimes, you know, for instance, one of the families that was upset said that I said something to them, and I've never talked to them. So what I wish for media, and what I actually wish for the public, is that these stories where I say or do something and then somebody's mad at me just stop, that the media really dig into this and present this in a way where they're talking to subject matter experts. They're talking to people who understand the research and the examples, so that the public has an opportunity to say, oh, that's why this is happening. That's why there is this approach. And then they can make a decision about what they think instead of the kind of sensationalistic, there's this side and there's this side, because that's not helpful. And it's kind of exploitative to grieving families as well.
Well, County Attorney Mary Moriarty, thank you so much for coming in. We really appreciate hearing your viewpoint on these issues. So thank you.
Thank you.